I wanted to make you this video about how to do a launch calmly. I'm right in the middle of a launch right now, and I want to explain to you how it's possible to do brave things in your work, whether it's as an entrepreneur doing a launch, whether it's a brand new project or speaking for the first time, without kind of losing your mind in the process. Um, if you're struggling, if you're pushing, and finding things difficult at the moment, this video is perfect for you because there are three important things I want to remind you of that are going to help you today. And keep this video if you need to be reminded next time you're doing something really, really brave. Okay, so the first thing is that stress ramps up when we're trying to control the uncontrollable. So what I mean by this, for example, with a launch is when your mind starts to go to, oh, but nobody might sign up for my program. Actually, that is completely beyond your control. You can be amazing. You can have the best product in the world. You can be the most suitable leader in a job interview. But there are going to be other factors that are completely out of your control, that are about all the other people. And you can't do anything about that. If you're in a competition and you're trying to get to the final, there are some things that are completely out of your control. So my first and important lesson is around focusing on your goals rather than the outcome. That doesn't mean that you don't have a clear image of the outcome that you desire, that you might visualize, but you're not trying to pin down everything in terms of the uncontrollable. Focus on your goals. How do you want to show up? What's important? What do you want to get done? How are you going to do that? Keep your steady focus on your goals and let the outcome take care of itself. When you do that, you feel a lot less stressed. And a lot of stress is about an artificially created interpretation of time that's on the inside. And actually having too much or too little time are both stressful in these kind of situations. So again, recognize where you're creating that pressure, focus on your goals rather than the outcome. Now, the second, which is different but similar, is instead of just giving yourself huge lists of tasks which immediately send your blood pressure up, keep bringing yourself at least once a day, but if preferably several times a day, back to your desires, which help you to focus on what needs to happen. When you focus on your desires, you're thinking about, how do I want people to feel? How do I want to feel? What's really important to me in terms of purpose or clarity? What are my values that need to show up in this situation? When you keep bringing yourself back to those desires, those feelings, feeling goals, those values, instead of just having this huge to-do list, actually you can enjoy what you're doing because it's all serving that same desire. So if you notice that you tend to wear the busy badge and it's all a bit kind of like, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do that, just make yourself stop for a moment and just notice the desire that you actually have. And, when you focus on gratitude, all of that other stress goes away. Gratitude for the fact that you have the opportunity to do this. I know that sounds really cheesy, but it really helps the brain. It's been shown to help the brain. So it's something to think about. And the third, and I think absolutely crucial skill to develop, whether you're a leader or an entrepreneur, is learning to ask for help. Every day, who could help me with this? I've been incredibly lucky, or maybe it was just fantastic planning as well on my part, to have an assistant who is awesome. And how she's doing is so important to me, that we work incredibly well together, because again, she's linked into the desire that I have for a really well-functioning team. So noticing how you ask for help, who you ask for help, and remembering to ask for help is so important. It's something that I think I naturally wanted to do everything myself for so long. When you learn to ask for help, it's completely liberating. And you realize, just combining different strengths from different people, being a team is so much greater than the sum of its parts, and me as a team is so much better than me on my own. And I know the same will go for you as well. So let me know which of these three have most spoken to you, and let me know how your next challenge, your next launch goes when you start to implement these ideas. I'll see you soon.